College Place is a video library of noteworthy presentations, panel discussions, and lectures featuring guest speakers and faculty members, taped at one of the Milwaukee Area Technical College's 4 southeastern Wisconsin campuses. These are produced by students in the college's Associate's Degree Program in Television Video Production in coordination with Milwaukee Public Television.
I am thrilled to be joined on stage here by this mob of extremely talented individuals. This group of 13, we got 13 here, Daniel is gone. This group of 13 is representative of at least 9 different professions within the creative arts industry. They also share something in common. MATC is an integral part of their educational experience. What you see behind you, this is student work. This is work that was done by students in the media and creative arts programs here at MATC. So I'd like, you guys are done hearing from me, other than me tossing some questions their way. I would like to head down the line here and have them introduce themselves. They can share a little bit of insight to their experience, and we'll go on from there. I'm going to start off by asking them a few questions, but then I'm inviting you, folks, you guys, to ask questions. Anything, again, as Kyle mentioned, anything that piques your curiosity, toss it down here, okay? All right. Amy?
Hi, my name is Amy. I'm not graduated yet. I graduate next May, and I really don't have a job right now in this. I'm in the Creative Advertising Strategist program, but I do work for the Brewers in the ticket office, so I'm kind of hoping that I can get into like the marketing and social media department there in the future.
My name is Kristen, and I graduated in 2011. Since graduation, I was hired as a graphic designer for a local toy company, and then I was promoted to brand manager, where I managed the licenses of Barbie, My Little Pony, and Hello Kitty. And most recently, I just took a new opportunity at Harley-Davidson as a graphic designer for their apparel and general merchandise.
I'm Darren Dubinsky, freelance photographer, graduated last year, and absolutely love it. It's great. I started working actually in 2013 full-time as a photographer while I was still in school, so it's awesome.
I'm Maggie Fernandez. I am currently graduating this spring, in the mobile design program where we make mobile applications. I currently work as a webmaster for a company here in Bayview.
Hi, my name is Jose Guzman. Current student here in the Interactive Media program. Right now I'm working in AT&T, and at the same time I do some freelancing job for small businesses and sometimes overseas. I'm originally from Peru, so I still have some contacts down there, so I do some graphics and web design for companies there.
I'm Paul Kaczynski. I've been in the audio production program for 2.5 years, and I will be graduating in the upcoming fall. I've been helping manage an airsoft field for the past 2 years, but I'm currently in talks with Clearwing Productions, located in West Dallas, for a live sound warehouse technician job.
My name is Andrew Hapka. I do plan on graduating next May, and I work here at MATC under the work-study program, helping out the audio production program, and I tend to go ahead and get some engineering jobs on the side as well. So, yep.
My name is Keith Kamikawa. I'm a technical 3D animator at Alumni Inc. in Waukesha and a independent mobile game developer. I graduated in 2011 or 12, one of the two, from MATC from the 3D animation program.
My name is Andrew Lomenzo. I am an e-production student planning on graduating next fall. Currently right now I'm working at MPTV as a production assistant, and I'm also doing freelance work on the side with video editing, shooting, and motion graphics.
Good morning, my name is Rob Schoonover. I am a graduate of MATC since 2004, so clearly been the most senior alum at this table. I am the production manager, senior producer at a local production documentary company called About Face Media.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trevor Sigmund. I am in the TV production program. I work as a work study in the checkout room, filled with all the lovely equipment that we have. So my hands are filled every day, all day, with beautiful equipment. And I also love. I worked on a short film that will be in the film festival circuit shortly.
Morning, my name is Josh Wilkie. I'm a graduate of the Music Occupations program. I graduated May of 2014. Most recently, I just landed a job as a stage tech / warehouse tech at a production company out in New Berlin. And it's fun to play with toys all day, I guess.
Yes, it is.
It's good enough. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna have you reflect back. If you can, think back to why you chose MATC. What were the reasons, the rationale behind your decision making? Why did you come here? What brought you to MATC? So, and again, we're gonna handle this like beach volleyball. Nobody, the first person to the ball can pick it up from there. So,
I might as well start. I chose MATC for a number of reasons, but mostly it was financial. I kind of looked at all the different schools in the area, kind of what the cost of going there would be compared to what they offered, and MATC was just right for me. I actually graduated in 2012 from here, in the VICOM program, the Visual Communication program, and I got a lot of skills there, and then I actually came to e-production to kind of tie it all together, and I got basically 2 educations for the price of a semester at Marquette. So for me, it was mostly financial, but also the quality of the instruction here, the people you can meet here, the connections you make with the staff who are from the field. You're looking for really just a good option financially.
I think I can piggyback on that. Definitely the financial reasons are terrific. Like you said, you can get so much more for your money. And then just really the diverseness in what is offered here in classes. I mean, for a technical school, for you to be able to do mobile design and web design, and then there's graphic designers next door, and I have a graphic designer to one side and a photographer to the other side, and then the kids in the music production can provide you music for your video. So it's just like amazing, the broad spectrum of what you can get here, and just really great quality and value for your money. So definitely worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, the school here is awesome. Like the photography program here at MATC is the best in the city. I work with a lot of photographers and different companies in Milwaukee, and a lot of times they'll hire a graduate from MATC over MIAD or UWM. So, just because they teach more of the technical things, and they want you to go in knowing, what is the technical thing of this? How do I set up this camera? How do you set up this light? They teach that here. So.
I have something to add to that as well. I actually have a bachelor's degree from Arizona State University, and after I graduated, I struggled for a really long time to find a job, even though it's considered a great school and a great degree. I came to MATC because I got a grant, and everything was so great here that I actually even got hired before I even graduated. So compared to struggling for years after my bachelor's degree at a large state university where I didn't get a lot of one-on-one help finding a job, MATC was such an amazing experience in comparison to that, because I actually had people helping me to find employment and using their connections to help me along the way.
I'd like to add to that by saying, obviously the financial aspect, but also the employment aspect. Like, one of the coolest things about, working directly hands-on with your colleagues and your professors here is, I don't know how it goes for the other programs, but in music occupations, there's been times where we'll have class, in the morning, have a regular school performance in the middle of the day, and then later that night actually go out and get a paid gig with the very same professor. You'll spend all day with these people, and there will come a point where sometimes you just don't want to be around them. But you know, it's really nice that all these people are local. They're not, you know, some hires from out of state. They're connected around the city. I mean, they know where the jobs are. They know how to get to them. And if you prove that, you know, you're willing to do the work, they will absolutely talk to people around the city about finding you employment.
So I'll piggyback off that. I think there's no other place for at least video production or e-production, which didn't exist. That's a new program when I went here. But there's no other place in the state where you can get the hands-on education in the video or the rest of the creative arts. I mean, it's, you know, and then there's such a highly respected group of alumni that also came out of here that's, you know, feeding into that community. So you're like, oh, you graduated from MATC. I know you know your stuff. I can trust you. You're a known entity. You're a known resource. And that's a big thing in the workforce, especially in the technical and creative arts field, because they don't have to, we can focus on creative then. We don't have to focus on like, oh man, you don't know all the keystrokes, because I know that anybody that went to this school knows how to set up a camera or set up a light or run this program. I don't have to worry about that. I can worry just about the creative and getting the best product.
I think so. You can hear the name MATC out there, like the career here speak by itself. In my case, I researched a lot, and I was meeting with people that graduate from MATC, and I had really good feedback from them. So that opened my mind to come here and study here, and also meeting the staff, have a great experience with them. Like, they're very personalized with you when you ask questions, so they're very open to sit with you and guide you step by step.
And just, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right. Personally, when I graduated from high school, I really just had a couple part-time jobs. I didn't really know what to do with, you know, my life. But I ended up deciding, like, I should go to MATC, start taking general education courses, because you can easily take those and transfer to a four-year university down the line. But within my first semester, I found a lot of great classes and started pointing me in the right direction. Finally, I'm in a field and program that I love and can't imagine doing anything else. So even if you have no idea what you want to do, this is a great way to start off and find your way.
Very true. When I first started, I was going to be a nurse. It didn't work out.
The nursing program's no joke,
Yeah,
by the way.
It's not for the weak, especially if you're squeamish about blood. I don't recommend it.
Do not talk to a nurse before she has gotten her coffee, or you will find yourself outside in the curb.
And yeah, just, you know, class sizes at MATC, typically a bit smaller than at a large university, which means more one-on-one attention with your instructors. You know, you can go up to your instructor and you don't even have to really schedule an appointment. You can probably just, after class, you know, just go talk with them real quick. You don't really get that kind of attention at a university.
I can definitely piggyback off of that because of the fact that because of the small class sizes and because of the professionalism and respect that the professors give to the students, you're not the cliched just another number in the classroom. You're a person with needs and difficulties understanding things, and they'll be happy to help you out in any way that they can, whether it's part of during class time or whether it's outside of class time. It doesn't matter.
I would just like to add one more thing real quick. I can't say I know how it works at a university, but down here, recently there's been sort of an initiative for interdepartmental cooperation. So, you know, we've just been getting some experience in working with television and video production. The game design people do tap the music department to do music for their games. The television and video guys ask us to do stuff for them, compose pieces. We do film scoring for them. You know, so there's a lot of interdepartmental and a lot of networking cooperation opportunities. Sorry, I was at portfolio night last night. And so you're not just going to get to know people within your own field, but you're going to get to know people within other fields. And those sort of networking things, I can personally assure you, will help you down the line. The biggest thing about finding a job that you want is knowing people that are attached to it.
Great. Say, other than participating on this panel discussion, could you guys share maybe one or two of your most favorite experiences here at MATC?
I'm jumping on that one. All right. For TV production, it's actually a really awesome experience because every week and every holiday, your show is aired on public television. And I was fortunate to be in charge of Letters to Santa this past holiday, this past Christmas, and to work your hardest, to work as a team, to have people know what they're doing and know how to do things and work with the animation department, and to see a final product that people around this area will see kind of helps you motivate what you want to do in your career path. It helps you understand that it isn't easy. I'm fortunate to be a full-time student with a work study, so that helps. And so I was fortunate to immerse myself in this. While a lot of people here at MATC, they need a job or they have a family and school gets in the way, but MATC gives you that opportunity to immerse yourself. And one of my favorite things about, one of my favorite experience is working my tail off and seeing it on TV, because that's what I want to do. And it's a long road to find what I wanted to do. I'm kind of, this beard's covering the age, but I'm excited that MATC has this opportunity for everyone. So yeah.
I guess one of mine was just like last semester in my advertising class, we got to go to one of the advertising agencies downtown and just kind of got to hear how and see basically like where the person that was speaking, how he started there, and just the different opportunities that are there in that business.
I really enjoyed my time at MATC. I worked a lot with the MATC Times, made my way up to photo editor at the MATC Times, and that was an awesome opportunity, not only to enjoy my time in class with the classmates and the professors, but also take what I learned and apply that into real life applications. And working with MATC Times, I was able to photograph President Obama, do tons of stuff. It was amazing. Opened up a lot of doors, so it was a lot of fun.
I think my favorite experience was just finding what I was passionate about, and being able to use my talents and the stuff that I learned here, applying it to my projects, and gaining respect from my peers. And also there have been a lot of opportunities for paid work through just the people that I've met here. So really it was just all around, kind of figuring out who I was through this program. I mean, I like the idea of video editing and graphics and stuff, but being able to kind of reach into myself and kind of what Trevor was saying, put your creative piece on TV or on the web, and getting respect from your peers and your faculty members and staff. It's pretty amazing.
Speaking with that, my favorite experience is getting a job. Like, it was amazing, and it happened so quickly, like way quicker than I even thought was possible. I came in knowing absolutely nothing about graphic design. I just thought maybe, I've always been pretty creative. I have a degree in journalism that's not really doing anything for me, and I want to diversify my skills. These instructors really do care about you, and I remember I had multiple interviews, and I hadn't even finished the portfolio class. So I didn't really have anything to show, and I worked with Mr. Smallish. He sat with me all day long in between his classes, and I left that night feeling confident, and I got the job. It was amazing to have that feeling and to have an instructor that will mentor you and truly help you through your way in your career.
Yeah, that really can't be, I think, really undersold, because the teachers here really do go one-on-one with you. I've sat, like my favorite experiences here, I was a chef before I actually became a 3D animator. Did it for 16 years of my life. It was the 70, 80-hour work week, like it was brutal. I came to MATC because I wanted to be an animator, always wanted to do that. And I worked for 2 years, day and night here. Teachers would leave the doors open, I'd come and work in the actual animation studio. They'd stay with me super late hours, way beyond where they really should be. And it was awesome, it was fantastic. And I graduated, and you're right, like it was so cool. I got a job like immediately afterwards. 16 years of my life, I did one thing. I came here for 2 years. I worked with the teachers, and I got into animation. It was amazing.
Absolutely.
Personally, for me, it's really hard to pick just one fantastic memory, because just about every week there's something fun going down, especially in audio production. But obviously the best fun I've ever had here and the best time to enhance my career was when we were encouraged for a class, audio production for film, to find one of the other, student productions that's been going on, either it be one of the short films, a TV project. But I ended up getting partnered with a computer simulation and gaming project where they were working on a side-scrolling hack and slasher, and I was in charge of recording sound effects and integrating them into the build. So the best part of that was when we had a couple guys in the whisper room, and I'm sitting outside on the talkback saying, "All right, you're goblins now. I need you to make goblin noises." And for 2 hours, I sat there telling to be, more angry, more phlegm. I want you to think like someone kicked your dog. I mean real angry. And that had to be the most fun I've ever had in that program.
I think one of the best experiences that I had at MATC was I got to be the student operations manager. And student operations is a day where the TV production students take over Channel 36 for an entire day and program the entire thing. And so I got to run a TV station as a 21-year-old kid. And there's no other place you can do that, or where, the faculty of the school and the management of the television station trust the process enough to allow somebody who doesn't have any real-world experience to do it. Because at other schools, you won't have real-world experience. At MATC, every week, you're working on real TV programs that air on real TV stations. So that's an experience that you can't get anywhere else.
I think I've had like a lot of great experiences here, but one that really sticks out and just is a true testament of how MATC is really involved in the success of the students is I've been asked twice to participate in the curriculum committee meetings, which is this is where they sit down with the dean and they bring in industry insiders, and they sit down and they go over what they're actually instructing us on to make sure, is it still relevant? Is this what you guys are hiring for? Should we continue to teach this class? And then they invite students. So I was allowed to participate there and say, okay, I think this is working really well. I'm getting great experience from this, and give your feedback. So in large universities, you don't get to participate in those kinds of situations. You don't get to be really a part of what your future is going to look like. So I think that is just was a great experience for me, very eye-opening, and truly a great testament of how involved MATC is and how important they are to making sure that you get a job and what they're teaching you is relevant and it's what is being looked for out in the field right now.
I think so. Like everybody here, we agree. Like one of the great experience here is like the instructors, teachers, environment, and for me it's amazing because sometimes I have a side job like a project, and I point that to my teacher, like, hey, I'm working in this, and they always ask you about your project. Like, hey, how are you doing? Got approved? What do you need? Do you need me to help you with something? So that is really nice. Like have that backup, somebody behind you to support you and guide you through that process.
Great, thanks guys. We got about a little over 5 minutes here. I'm going to ask you to suspend reality for a moment for the panel. If you guys, somehow, we could have you as a high school student sitting here, what would you tell yourself if you were also in the audience? Advice you might offer?
That's an easy one. I think one of the hardest things, I remember when I was a high school student a very long time ago, I don't have a beard to cover my age, but it was a very long time ago, is I think for parents it's very hard to sell them like the idea that you're gonna be doing a creative career because they want something more, be an engineer, be a doctor, be or something that's more guaranteed. But I think that just be brave, and if it's your passion, that's what you're gonna be successful in. And having worked out as an engineer for quite a few years, I can tell you that if you love something, that's what you're going to be successful in. So, I mean, obviously you should be respectful to mom and dad, but don't back out, because here in front of you, and there's many more of us, are people who have done creative careers and are successful in it, and we love what we do, and it's not just a job, it's a passion. So.
And there are jobs out there.
Absolutely.
Like, I wish someone would have told me that when I thought I was going to get a print journalism degree. Kind of a bad choice, not to say that anyone shouldn't do that, but to go into a creative field, if you look at the job postings out there, the jobs are out there. The jobs are here in Milwaukee. And there's a lot of industries where there's not a lot of jobs here in Milwaukee, but the creative industry is seeing a really great resurgence, especially here locally. And there are good quality, good paying jobs out there, so believe in yourself and be really confident in your choice of career, because you will be successful.
If I was looking at myself, I would say do not look at a technical college. Don't look down on a technical college, because day one, your hands are busy with what you're doing. And that's a humbling experience for myself. And so this place has everything that you need. You hear these stories of, well, I was a chef, now I'm an animator. Well, you can do that. You can grasp yourself in everything that you want in such a short amount of time and be so good at it. Be so good at it. So if you don't know what you want to do, as I didn't, you have these opportunities to test what you're good at and to be good at it.
Yeah, and the same thing too is, like, if you're not completely sure, you can always just start with the general eds, and then if this isn't the school, then the technical system in Wisconsin, you can transfer the general eds to the other technical schools too. I actually had to do that, but just, I guess, be sure like what you want to do. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do originally. I got an associate degree in early childhood. I realized I didn't want to do that after I got that, but luckily I got those general eds from that program, and I was able to transfer them over to this program. So just, I guess, be sure, and then it's great. The teachers are great.
As far as advice I would give to myself, go to the school, do the photography program. When you're in there, work as hard as you can, stay late. I was here till 10 o'clock at night, a lot of nights, taking advantage of the studios, take advantage of the people here, pick their brains. Like somebody said, network with all different people, because those networks are gonna could last for a lifetime and help you out, not just on current projects, but in future life, making money and supporting yourself. So highly recommend checking it out, and when you're here, work. It'll pay off.
One thing I would tell myself if I was a high school student in these seats here, I would say give a crap. Just care about what you're doing. Definitely try to be somebody too. You know, be somebody that people want to work with, who want to, help out, and just seize every opportunity you can. Don't be apathetic, because that's not going to get you anywhere.
College Place is a video library of noteworthy presentations, panel discussions, and lectures featuring guest speakers and faculty members, taped at one of the Milwaukee Area Technical College's 4 southeastern Wisconsin campuses. These are produced by students in the college's Associate's Degree Program in Television Video Production in coordination with Milwaukee Public Television.